Smile, hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to share with you about the content of the 6 Key 1 course, which is a certified ISA certified course. So let me share with you the slides. So in this course, this is a ISA certified course. This is going to be an online, and we have offline mode also. And we can divide this course into 4 parts. That is, first part is we will know about the 6 key and its relation with the human body. In the second part, we will learn about the chakra system of the body. In the third part, we will learn about the meridian system of the body. And in the fourth, the most important part, we will learn about the constitution system of the body. And in that fourth part, we will combine all the knowledge of the 3 sections. So in the 6 key first part, 6 key relation with the human body, we will discuss how the 6 key energies are related with the physiological and pathological manifestation of our body. And in this, we will learn about the axial interaction of 6 key in the nature. And this axial interaction, axial relationship is a beautiful theory developed by Professor Park Jae-woo. And I will explain later on how this theory is different from the 5-element theory. And in this section, we'll learn about the level of basic energy, energy on the unified level, energy on the individual level. And we'll learn how to diagnose the unified dominant energy. What are the wind, heat, hotness, how we can diagnose the dominant energy. And in this course, we'll learn why 6 key is important. See, earlier we used to practice based on the 5 element, and professor has found the 6 key. So why 6 key is different from 5 element in the course we'll discuss in detail, but few points here I would like to share with you that in the 5 element point, if you divide the yin and yang, then we have 10 energies, but in the 6 we had 12 meridians, so we cannot explain the 10 energy with the 12 meridians. And so in the 5 element, heat and hotness were kept together. Okay, but another important point what professor has found, that this 5 element theory is based on subjugation and anti-subjugation, but from the spiritual point of view, this subjugation anti-subjugation is not very much correct. In our body, any organ is not subjugating or anti-subjugating. Our body is working on the principle of harmonization. See, for example, when the temperature outside is 50 degree, but still our body temperature remains in the normal state. And if we are staying in minus 10 degree, also our internal body temperature remains on the normal range. This body tries to accommodate with the external environment. So our body used to harmonize it. And another important point, what professor has found that in 5 element theory there is no controlling part, but in our body there is one controlling part, and that is the nervous system. So he classified the hotness as a 6th part, and which is the controlling part, and in this way he found the 6 key. Another important point is he found that we discussed in 6 key in meridian SuJok, this hotness meridian is called as pericardium meridian, but this pericardium meridian is a term from the modern science, but actually the oriental word, traditional word for this pericardium meridian is senpo. So shen means heart, po means covering. So modern scientists have found that it is the covering of heart. They thought it is a pericardium, but there is another meaning of shen is the mind. The covering of mind is the brain. That's why pericardium meridian is the wrong translation. The real translation for this pericardium would be brain. So it uh, covered all the criteria for this in organ. It is an in organ, solid organ. This point we have discussed in Meridian SuJok course. So professor has converted the 5 key into 6 key. So this we are going to discuss in detail in our course. And again, in the when he developed 6 key, what he found that in body the 6 key there are axial relationship. There is an axial relationship between wind and humidity, then heat and dryness, and hotness and coldness. And in the body also we have axial relationship between, if the heat organ is heart, the dryness organ is lungs. In the body you will find the heart and lungs are in axial relationship. The yang organ, the SI-LI, also in the axial relationship. In this way we have axial relationship, and we will discuss in detail in our course how these axial relationships exist in our body, and how the triorigin forces, the homo, hetero, neutral, also support this axial relationship. So this is a wonderful invention by Professor Park. And then he found that this axial is 6 key. From 6 key, he developed the 8 key. In 8 key, he took brightness and darkness, and he explained that hotness and darkness is the practical controller, and brightness and darkness is spiritual controller. This also we are going to discuss in our course. And this about axial relationship, this is wind, heat, wind and humidity, heat and dryness, and hotness and coolness. So we are going to discuss in detail about the characteristics of all these energies and the relationship between these energies, the axial relationship. In this is in the first part we are going to discuss. In the second part is about chakra system of our body. So chakra system is for understanding chakra system in a better way, we need to understand the diamond energy system also, this diamond energy system. So in brief, we'll discuss the only introduction part. We will discuss about this energy system, why we need to discuss this energy system, because it consists of core meridian, border meridian, external chakra, and internal chakra. And in this course, we need to understand about this external hotness chakra, because we will use in the vertical spin. So we will discuss the diamond system in brief. Then we'll discuss the rotation of internal chakras, and there is spin, and there is 3 spins. One is the vertical spin, then the sagittal spin, then there is frontal spin. So what are the principle for these spins? What is the criteria to select which spin for which treatment we have to use? This all we are going to discuss in detail in this course. Rules of making prescription, and where to give the command, and how to do the practical also, where to put the needle and what direction, what angle, all everything we are going to discuss in this course. Okay. And how this chakra is also relative in the axial relationship, this we are going to discuss in detail. And level of basic energies and individual basic energy, unified individual. This course will discuss only about the basic energy. In 62 we learn about the branch energy, sub branch energy. So this course will be in detailed discussion about basic energy on unified level and on individual level. So how to use the unified energy, how to use the individual energies, and how to diagnose the problem of unified energy and individual energy. This all we are going to discuss. Then the third part will be about the meridian system. Again, this is the wonderful explanation by Professor Park, that how these meridian are connected with the chakra, and this is wonderful information. And based on that, he gives the 2 circulation, that is the structure circulation and the functional circulation. So this we are going to discuss how the energy in our body moves from external chakra to the solar to internal chakra to meridian, and meridian to organ. And in this way, there are 2 kind of meridian system, meridian circulation. One is structure type, another is function type. So this we are going to discuss. And the next part, we will discuss the topography of axial points. So earlier we used 5 key points, but now Professor has given us the 6 key points. So what is the axial relationship of this 6 key point, the meridian, the 2 type of circulation of meridian, and this is the point, the 6 key point, and their angle of direction of needling. This all we will discuss, and how to practice this in the primary meridians and the secondary correspondence. This we will do. And the next part is the most important part. This is my favorite topic, is about the energy constitution. This we are going to discuss. See, this energy constitution treatment is very important. Why it is very important? Because we need to harmonize the energy of the patient. And in every system, if you go to Ayurveda, homeopathy, Siddha, electrohomeopathy, ideology, all those systems, they have spoken about this constitution. In Ayurveda, there is Vata, Pitta, Kapha. In homeopathy, there is Sora, syphilis, psychosis, like that. In every system, they talk about constitution. So in SuJok also, Professor has taught us about the constitutional treatment. With the constitutional treatment, we can cover the multiple problems. See, if patient is suffering from multiple problems, then constitutional treatment is the best option. Okay. So in this course, we'll discuss about the congenital constitution and acquired constitution, and the constitution of a healthy person and constitution of a sick person. And what about the constitutional mobility, how constitution changes from one constitution to next constitution, what are the criteria under which the person's constitution can be changed. Then we will discuss the 6 element axial constitution on unified energy, and then individual energy also. We will try to understand how to find the dominant energy in the constitution. So in the 6 key, there are 4 different kind of constitution based on different axes. So we are going to discuss there's vertical axis, then sagittal axis, then the frontal axis, and this the internal, external, homo, hetero axis. So there are 4 different kind of constitution. So we will learn how to find the constitution, how to harmonize the constitution, how to give the name of the constitution. This is also a very important point, how to give the name of the constitution. So first we will learn how to find the discuss about energy, then the chakra system, then the meridian system. Then we will combine whole every knowledge in the fourth and most important part, that is the constitution part. And first we have to find the constitution. When patient comes to us, we don't know anything about them. So with the detailed history taking, this also we are going to discuss how to take the history and convert their symptoms, their emotions into the constitution. And then we have to give the name for unit constitution. What is the name? How we can give the name for individual also? What are the criteria to give the name? And based on that, whether we have to start our treatment with tonification or sedation in unit and constitution, in unit constitution, whether we have to start our treatment with tonification or sedation. And in individual constitution, we have to decide first whether it is our constitution or constitution, and then we have to decide whether in our constitution we have to start our treatment from in our side, whether with tonification or sedation, and side whether we have to start out on treatment with tonification sedation. This all detailed thing we are going to discuss. And then we have to, again, after giving the name of the constitution, we have to find whether the constitution is, if you are doing the chakra, then doesn't matter. But when you are going to do the treatment on the meridian, then we have to find whether the type 1 circulation is going on in the patient or type 2 circulation is going on in the patient. Based on that, we have to decide whether which type of meridian system we have to use, because in the patient's body there are 2 kind of meridian circulation. So in the end, we have to understand whether a person is having type 1 circulation or type 2 circulation. So all everything we are going to discuss in detail. And the last and most important topic, this picture, we have to understand that in the patient there is 2 kind of both constitution exist at the same time, say unit constitution and individual constitution. So we have to find both the constitution of the patient, whether they are having any kind of problem. But if you want to become a good therapist, then you must know how to find both the constitution. But the treatment will depend on the symptoms, whether we have to treat on individual constitution or unit constitution. But we should always try to find both the constitution. So from this picture we can understand, see, I will make a separate slide on this, separate video on this important slide also. But in brief, I want to show, see there, this chakras is going to show you about unit constitution, and this shape is going to show us about individual constitution. So from this circle, we can understand the coldness is excessive, dryness is excessive, and humidity is excessive. So on unit level, this constitution can be, so if you draw the constitution, then you can see coldness, dryness, and humidity is plus. The other 3 organs are minus. So from this we can understand this is either dryness excessive constitution or heat deficiency constitution. This is dryness excessive constitution or heat deficiency constitution. And on the individual level, we can see their side. So coldness, dryness, and wind is plus. So other 3 are minus. Like this we can draw the constitution. In course we will discuss in detail. So on individual level we can see this is either hotness constitution or coldness constitution. So in the same person we will find 2 different constitution. So one is dryness excessive, on unit level this is dryness excessive or heat deficiency, and on individual level this is coldness and hotness. And this is also important when we after diagnosis everything, giving the name is also very important, whether we have to call this constitution as a heat deficiency constitution or dryness excessive constitution. So this is also important point. We will discuss what are the criteria, on based on that we'll decide whether this is dryness excessive or heat deficiency. Because if it is heat deficiency constitution, then our treatment will start with tonification, and if it is dryness excessive constitution, then our treatment will start with sedation. Now in individual constitution, we can call it either coldness constitution or hotness constitution. Again, it is very important to give the name whether it is hotness or coldness, because if it is hotness constitution, then in the side we cannot start our treatment with tonification, and in the side we cannot start our treatment with sedation. And in Constitution, coldness Constitution, in the R side, we cannot start our treatment with sedation, and at the side, we cannot start our treatment with tonification. Like that, there are different rules for making the prescription. So all these things we are going to discuss in this course. Okay, smile, thanks.